Okay, you ready? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you would rise and do the pledge. Commissioner Shaw Williams going to lead us in our pledge.
Remove all hats. Ready, begin.
Madam Secretary, can we get a roll call?
Commissioner Fowler,
Here.
Commissioner Trejo,
Here.
Commissioner Shaw Williams,
Here.
Chairman Springs,
Here. Any communications from staff?
No, Chairman.
Public comments regarding agenda items. Any person wishing to address the Planning Commission on any items other than the public hearing may do so at this time. You go back to the mic, give us your name. You have 2 minutes, please.
Several items here that are of supreme importance to this entire community, and yet it says introduce for discussion and provide comments to proposed comprehensive general plan.
please pick
But
up the
it's not
microphone.
listed as a public hearing.
Pick up
So
the
can you please include for us when you will provide a public hearing, since this does say receive and file? Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, we're going to close this segment. I need to get an approval on the minutes for,
Excuse me, Chair.
yes.
Really quickly, I apologize. I just want to make sure for the order of the meeting and anyone in the room that if there was anyone here to comment or to provide any further feedback on the general plan update, that was the opportune time. There won't be another opportunity for them to speak to that. So I just want to make sure that everyone who wanted to speak.
Okay, that is not a public hearing, so there was your opportunity to do so. I was assuming, and it was only an assumption, that you picked up the information right here to follow our agenda, and/or you received the information via email or was online. However, I was going to go over some things during our period that we spoke as far as the plan, the general plan. I was going to talk about some things that I highlighted. That way the general public can be aware of them as well. Okay?
I just wanted to make sure, just for the order of the meeting, that they were aware. It is a non-public hearing, and so that would have been the opportune time to comment.
So we're going to open it up again one more time. If you have a comment or you want to address the Planning Commission on any items other than the public hearing, you may do so. You have 2 minutes, please.
Please pick up the microphone before you speak.
Is that better?
Hold it in your hand.
Is that better?
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
Okay, let me go ahead and try again. As was just discussed, I don't receive emails from the city, nor should anyone be required to have an email set up with the city to find out about the general plan that will impact every single person in the city. That's kind of distressing. I know that I have attended a general plan update, charrette or whatever we call those things. Again, not because of any public notification that I saw, but because different people called to say, hey, did you know about? So I would think that our outreach with regard to something that actually impacts every resident of this community should have been done a little bit differently. And I bring that to your attention. I find it somewhat distressing that this appears to be the final moment. And I will tell you that what I have seen did not tell me that the residents of my community were even a thought, because we don't email, but we are the most impacted by the stadium in this entire city. And I could go on about how inappropriately that was done. It's even part of a lawsuit. The guy who signed it didn't have the authority to sign that agreement. That's kind of amusing. I've been saying that for how many years now? So I take it under advisement. I know y'all think we don't have the lawsuit money to pursue it, but who knows? Maybe one day you'll be surprised.
Thank you. Anyone else? Hearing, seeing none, we're going to close that segment. At this time, we'd like to get an approval, a motion for an approval on the minutes for May 6, 2026.
So moved.
So we do have we have a second?
Second.
Okay. It's been properly moved in second. We call for any questions for it? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote.
Commissioner Fowler,
Aye.
Commissioner Trejo,
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw Williams,
Aye.
Chairman Springs.
Aye. Okay, number one.
Item 6A, a public hearing to consider an application by Eddie Dela Cruz for special use permit number 2600005, SUP 2600005, to allow a beauty salon within 300 feet of a similar use on a C2 General Commercial Zone property at 650 West Arborvitae Street.
Chairman, the project file is present. Notice has been given in time and place as required by law. Planning has received no written communications regarding this item. Assistant Planner Brian Espinosa is present to give a short staff presentation.
Good evening, Chairman Springs and members of the Commission. The subject site for this request is located at 650 West Arborvitae Street, with the zoning designation of C2, General Commercial, and a general plan designation of Commercial. In July of 2005, a business license was issued to Edith Beauty Salon. The salon closed in April of 2025, and the tenant space sits vacant. The property is located on the south side of Arborvitae Street. Uses to the north are a mix of residential and commercial. Uses to the south, west, and east are residential. The applicant is requesting a special use permit to allow a beauty salon within 300 feet of a similar cosmetology use. The property is developed with a commercial building with 2 tenant spaces and 6 residential units. The subject site will occupy an approximately 526 square foot tenant space. The commercial building is located on the northeast corner of the property, and pedestrians may access the site from Arborvitae and Kenwood Street. No on-site parking is provided for the commercial building. The interior layout will consist of 2 styling booths, a treatment room, waiting area, 1 restroom, a preparation room, and a storage room. The salon will provide hair styling, haircuts, hair coloring, hair treatments, and skincare services. The beauty salon will have 2 employees and will provide services based on appointments only. The hours of operation are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and the salon will be closed on Sundays. As conditioned, the proposed project will serve as an enhancement to its neighborhood setting and will be compatible with the surrounding area. The proposed project is consistent with the general plan and supports the Inglewood Municipal Code. A categorical exemption has been filed, and the project is exempt from further environmental review. No letters were received for or against this request. And this concludes my presentation, and I'm available to answer any questions. The applicant is also here tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to open up questions for you. We're going to start with Commissioner Fowler.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Brian. No questions for staff. I'll hold for the applicant.
Thank you. Commissioner Trejo.
Was there an SUP required on this back in 2005?
No, it wasn't. The reason it's required is because it's within 300 feet of a similar use now.
But wasn't it that, it was that way back in 2005, right?
Correct. The code was updated between 2005, is it? Between 2005 and now, where that 300-foot separation was established. Both of the businesses were active prior to that, so they both became non-conforming.
Okay.
So because it closed for 2 years, there's a grace period of 6 months that they have to open it back up in. But because it's been a year, they need to get the special use
Okay.
permit.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out because I
Yeah.
know it's been there for a long time and, okay, thank you.
Commissioner Shaw Williams?
I have no questions. I'll reserve for the applicant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If the applicant is here, please take the mic in the back, give us your name, and tell us about your project.
Good evening. My name is Raquel Navarro. Eddie de la Cruz is here with me, but she just suffered Bell's palsy and she's having trouble speaking. Is it okay if I speak on her behalf?
Yes. Yes.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you for your time today. My name is Eddie de la Cruz, and I'm requesting approval to operate a beauty salon located at 650 West Arvavida Street. This location was previously used as a beauty salon. I worked there from 2005 to 2021, and now I have been given the opportunity to become the owner and continue serving the community. My salon will provide professional hairstyling, beauty services such as coloring hair, treatments, facials, blowouts, makeup, haircuts, men and women. There will be clean, safe, and respectful environment. The salon will operate primarily by appointments with limited staff and serve local residents and customers from the surrounding community. I am committed to following all city requirements, regulations, and any conditions that may be placed on this permit. Security cameras will be installed to help ensure the safety of my business, my customers, and my employees. My goal is to operate a successful small business that contributes positively to the city of Inglewood and helps to activate a commercial space that has previously serviced the community. I respectfully ask for your approval of my special use permit. I would also like to thank Brian Espinosa and the Planning Department for their guidance, assistance throughout this process. Finally, I would like to thank my customers and friends and supporters who came here today. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Okay, we have some questions for you. We're going to start our questioning for you with Commissioner Fowler.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Ms. Dela Cruz. Would you just take a moment to kind of talk to us about your background, your credentials, how long you've been in business, the industry, and any licenses you have?
Well, my license is cosmetology. It's about skin, manicure, pedicure, and everything. But I just be doing what I just said in the.
I'm sorry, I couldn't
I
hear.
can't
How
talk
long have
louder.
you had the license?
Oh, the license has been like 25 years.
Okay, thank you. And this has been closed, so where have they always been in Inglewood? Have you always worked in Inglewood? What other locations?
Yeah, I worked in it's called Century in Inglewood,
Hmm. Okay,
and it was Ocean's Beauty Salon too.
okay, thank you
Yes.
so much. Approximately how many customers, I see you Monday through Saturday from 9 to 6. What have you, this has been closed, so for the last 2 years or year and a half, as was stated, were you doing this in another location?
Yes, I did. Right now, I am working at Diego Salon.
Another,
Yeah.
Okay.
While you guys,
another
approve
salon?
the license. Yes.
And in your history, have you ever had any incidents or cases of dissatisfaction that would jeopardize your license or anything?
No,
Okay.
never.
I don't have anything further at this moment, sir.
Please, we have order, please. Thank you.
It wasn't funny.
Commissioner Trejo?
Yes. Edie, it sounds like you have a good opportunity to be a small business owner, which I think is a good thing. Now, you say it was stated that you worked at the Edith Beauty Salon previously?
Yes, I did from 2005 to 2021.
Oh, for quite a long time then. I know that the location has been there a number of years, and there's always a lot of people, so I know that it's been successful.
Yes, it has.
And I am guessing that you learned a lot under the previous owner. And I think it's good to see a young woman take the opportunity to be a business owner and to take the opportunity to activate what I know has been a successful business. So I'm sure that you're going through a number of hoops in order to activate this business again. But at the same time, you continued working as a hairdresser and probably more. But anyway, like I said, I've seen the business, know the business, and it's all, again, looks very successful, and I hope you continue the same way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Shaw Williams?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I said, I asked, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, good.
You and-
So, where did you get your cosmetology license from?
It was in Los Angeles, but
You don't recall the name of the institute or school?
it was in that time. It was Cynthia's Beauty Academy in the city of Bell Gardens.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes.
And will you be doing the skincare?
Or it's just like regular facials. It's not like you're gonna use needles or anything that will harm anybody. Just
Okay, so-
regular ones.
So just basic facials?
Yes, just facials.
Okay, do you know what line of products you're gonna use, or?
No, not yet.
Okay. And what's gonna be the name of this new, of your salon?
It's gonna be Ocean's Beauty Salon.
Can you repeat that?
Ocean's Beauty Salon?
Ocean's Beauty Salon?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great name. Okay, I have no further questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have no questions. You guys actually asked the questions that I had in mind. And thank you very much. At this time, we want to open it up for those individuals who are for or against this particular project. You can go to the mic, you can give us your name, and you only have 1 minute to speak. Is there anyone that's for or against this project?
Good evening. Again, my name is Raquel Navarro. I just want to say that I've been Eddie's customer for over 20 years. She's very professional. She's good at what she does. And we really beg that you give her license back because she's been struggling from salon to salon to be able to see us and do our hairs. And it's been hard for her. It's been hard for us. So she deserves it. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Good evening. My name is Victoria Luna, and like she mentioned before, I mean, she's been in business for such a long time. I know her also for 21 years, and I've been following her. And even like 5, 6 years ago, I always tell her like, why you don't get your own business? Basically, you are the one that run the salon, the Eddie Beauty Salon. And finally, she decided to do it. And I'm hoping for you guys to help her and become this dream become true.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, your name again?
Victoria Luna. Victoria Luna.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ingrid Topete. I live here in Inglewood, and I've been her client for about 4 or 5 years. And it is a very, very hardworking woman. My kids refuse to go anywhere. They always want to be with her. She has the patience to not only cut the hair of my kids, but also, treat me really good. She's very kind. And also the prices that she offers, you won't find any prices like that. like with this economy with 3 kids, let me tell you that there's no other better place to go other than with her, because she's always taking care all well of the clients, but also she's very aware of our finances and economy. And with my family, is very cheap going with her, and is very close to my house as well. And I really, really would like to let you know that she deserves to having her own business, and also
Thank you,
just
ma'am.
please consider it.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Meryl Cisneros, and I've been coming with her since I was a kid. So it's been 15 years going with her, and I think she really deserves this. She's very kind. She does my hair. I once cut my hair really, really bad, and I messed it up, and she fixed it, and she knows what she's doing. So I really appreciate you guys give her the opportunity to open up her own business. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else?
My name is Marta Angelica Garcia. Sorry, my English is not good, but only I want to say I don't do in my hair in any other place. It's not with her. I am with her 2004, and she's very special for me. She's my friend, and she's a good person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Samantha Rodriguez, and she's a very kind woman, and I've been going for her for like about 2 years now, and I would always constantly dye my hair black, so it's very hard to get out. And now that I'm blonde, that's actually, I don't know, her work is very good, and to get black out of my hair is really difficult to do, and she was able to do it. So I think she deserves this.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sheila Alejandro. Me and my family have been going to Eddie for, oh my goodness, probably 15, 20 years now. I've been going to her since I was in middle school. I'm almost 30. She is amazing, and we fully support her to have her own small business. We think she deserves it. Her work is amazing, and honestly, everyone in our family goes to her. So we really hope you all will accept that she has her own small business. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to close this segment, and we're going to have final questions from our commissioners.
No
Any
further
final
questions.
Okay, Commissioner Trejo?
Just a comment, I think it's good to see so many of her longtime clients that are here to support her, which I think is a sign of a successful hairdresser, and that means that I think she'll be a successful business owner now as a hairdresser. So you've got some good clients that that I think are going to contribute to your success. Thank you.
Commissioner Shaw Williams?
Yes, I co-sign on Commissioner Trejo. You're going to have a very successful salon. To keep customers 20, 30 years, that's fabulous. No further comments.
Okay, very good. I noticed that it was all women. There are no men who go there. Can you get my black out? Okay. Okay. Is there a motion on the floor, please?
Motion. I move that we affirm the categorical exemption EACE 2026-053 and adopt the resolution approving SUP 26-00005.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. We'll call for any questions. Hearing none, we'll call for a vote.
Commissioner Fowler,
Aye.
Commissioner Trejo,
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw Williams,
Aye.
Chairman Springs.
Aye. Mr. Hart?
According to the IMC, anyone may appeal the decision of the Planning Commission on this matter. The appeal must be filed within 20 days from the notice of decision and shall be made by filing a written notice of appeal with the Planning Division and an appeal fee.
Okay, very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, wow. Ma'am, excuse me, people. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. There's a meeting going on. If you like to stay, you can, but you have to be quiet. If you like to leave, you can do that as well. But once you're here in the meeting, you have to respect the people on the dais. Please. Thank you. Madam Secretary?
Item 7A, a non-public hearing to consider an application by Inglewood Open Studios to amend the installation of a mural on an existing one-story commercial building on an HC Historic Core Zone property at 201 South Market Street.
Chairman, the project file is present. Notice is not required for design review. Planner Sean May is present to give a short staff presentation.
Good evening, Chairman Springs and members of the Planning Commission. The subject site for this design review amendment is at 201 South Market Street and has a downtown TOD general plan designation with an HC historic core zoning. The Global Village Murals Initiative is a civic art project proposed as part of the ITC Inglewood Transit Connector in collaboration with Inglewood Open Studios. The murals were approved as part of a streetscape improvement project as they are designed to improve the downtown area, especially as Inglewood is due to host global events including the FIFA World Cup, Super Bowl, and 2028 Summer Olympics. The mural before you was approved at the May 6th Planning Commission meeting and has been revised as a result of the collaborative process for the mural's final design. The applicant had the previously approved design behind me and proposes to change design to the following.
Change.
The proposed concept, or the revised mural shows 10 silhouetted figures in a skyscape background. There are iconic Inglewood landmarks, including the Forum and SoFi Stadium, located within the silhouettes, and a colorful.
Sean, excuse me just one moment, Sean. I apologize. Can we close that door, please? Thank you. I'm sorry, Sean.
There's a colorful galaxy-like design within the figures. Palm trees line both sides of the work, and there's large text with Inglewood at the top of the mural. There are small details at the edge of the mural that are still being painted, but no further and major changes are anticipated. The change design requires this mural to go back before the commission before receiving final approval. The findings have been made that this project is in accordance with the design review standards, and as conditioned, the proposed project will serve as an enhancement to its neighborhood setting and will be compatible with the surrounding area. The proposed project is consistent with the downtown TOD and land use designation and is exempt from further environmental review. This concludes my presentation, and I am available to answer any questions the commission might have. The applicant is also present tonight and is available to answer any questions.
Thank you, Sean. Commissioner Trejo, I'm sorry. Commissioner Fowler?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm not sure if this is you, Sean, or the applicant, but there's such a significant change between the initial thing you showed and this. That had nothing to do with.
With what?
Yes.
No, so the original design was what came to us now, or was what came to us before and what was approved. This is a design that has come through after collaboration between all the stakeholders, the artists, the business owners, like that. So this is not from this. The city did not change this design, no.
Okay, then my questions would be for the applicant. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Commissioner Trejo?
I heard you say something about SoFi Stadium shown on there.
Yes, so it's about in the
I
middle.
can't see it, so. And
It's, yeah, right there.
Really?
Right in the middle, and the Forum is just two silhouettes over.
I think we need a closer.
okay, because what we have in the package.
It's different.
Yes, so the image that you have in the package was prior to this being painted. This is new, even compared to that. What
Okay,
you
so
received.
tell me, the SoFi Stadium and what else is there?
SoFi Stadium and the Forum were the two items that were, or icons that were up there.
And what are they looking at?
The silhouettes.
They're facing what appears to be mountains, is that what it is? I don't know.
Clouds, like a sunset skyscape or clouds in the sky.
Why the change? I mean, well, let me ask it this way. Were the business owners and others that saw the design that we approved previously felt that it wasn't conducive to the site, or what happened? Because this is, I mean, a major, major change, and I can't even, I like the colors, but I can't see too much more of that unless my glasses aren't good enough, but I don't think that's it.
Commissioner, if you don't mind, I would ask the specific questions related to the modifications of the mural be directed to the applicant so that they can. I don't want staff to misconstrue anything that might have happened in the sequence of events that led up to it, and so I would think that it would be better served for the
Good point.
applicant
Thank
to
you.
provide that feedback.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Commissioner Shaw Williams, I'm sorry, you finished with your questioning?
Yes, thank you.
Commissioner Shaw Williams?
Yes, I'll reserve for the applicant as well.
Okay, mine as well for the applicant. Thank you very much, Sean. Stand by. If the applicant is here, please come to the mic and give us your name and tell us about your project and why you changed it.
And Chair, just for the informational purposes, we have the property owner, the applicant representing Open
Okay,
Studios, as well as the artist here that
Yes.
will be available to answer all your questions.
Yes, yes, the property, I see the property owner, okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. My name is Mona Lisa Whitaker Ogunde. I am here representing Inglewood Open Studios, and you saw all of us last month when we submitted the initial design review concepts for each of the 3 murals. Unfortunately, in the course of submitting the proposal to you, the concept to you last month, we discovered that there was an additional business owner that we weren't aware of, and so that changed the concept. And that business owner is here, Saizana Evans. He can speak to, what he felt best represented his business. We also have Patrick Henry Johnson, who's the artist who is responsible for the mural, and so the two of them can answer any questions about how the design evolved from the one that you all initially approved.
okay. We're going to open up questions for you then. Commissioner Fowler?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I guess my first question might be with Mr. Evans, since he was the business owner that did not have an opportunity to initially weigh in. What is your business, Mr. Evans?
Hello, Saizana Evans. We are actually opening up a upscale restaurant and lounge, and in the midst of getting this mural approved, there was a lot of confusion. So I expected us to go back to the city to get this approved, but I guess they did not. So, and there was a confusion about that. But the business is a restaurant and a lounge, an upscale restaurant and lounge.
And so I guess I'm trying to get to, could you go back to the original that we approved? So I don't want to put any words in your mouth. What about this mural did you think did not fit
So
business?
when we were approached about this mural, we were told that they will work with us to see exactly what the business would like to go on the wall. I guess they spoke to certain people, and I wasn't involved in this conversation, but it didn't really represent what we wanted for our business. So if whatever process we needed to do wasn't done, and I guess we are where we're at currently.
Okay, I may have further questions. Right now, I'm good. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Can I just add to that a little bit? So Please understand that for the mural project as a whole, we were required to come up with a consensus around the design from the property owner and the business owners. In this case, as I mentioned before, we discovered that there was an additional business owner, but the property owner agreed to whatever design we came up with in agreement with the business owner. So that's where the confusion came that Saizana mentioned. We weren't aware that he was the additional business owner. So we've apologized, and it was our mistake, but we've done our best to correct it, and the design has been changed to reflect what the business owner desired. And also, just to be clear, the property owner, and I think I just said that, but the property owner did say the business owner's design is what should prevail over anything else.
Thank you for that update. Can you go back to the one that's being recommended? And perhaps it's the size. It's just difficult for us to see from here, I'll speak for me, the intent of that mural. So I guess that was when it struck me as, what is this mural trying to tell me?
Okay, can I have Patrick
The
Henry Johnson
artist,
speak to it?
yes, please. Thank you so much.
Okay, so my name is Patrick Henry Johnson, and I'm the artist and the person who designed the mural. So when I spoke to the restaurant owner, and we were about 30% into the mural, and he said, "Okay, stop. This is not what I want on my wall. So you guys have to stop production right now." And we came to a screeching halt. I was not happy about production on my mural being stopped. So I took a walk with Sade right here. We took a walk around the block, and her idea was to, okay, so the original intent of the mural, okay, that's out. So now we have to come up with a solution to satisfy everybody involved. So the property owner, you guys, and just everybody involved. So my idea was to, and then the property owner, the restaurant owner, he did not want faces. How can I say that these are people, predominantly Black and Latino people in Inglewood, without putting faces? So I went back to my original idea of the Elixir mural, which is located at Crenshaw and Stocker, which there's a huge Afro woman, 40 feet tall, 40 feet wide. That's her silhouette. So I said, wait a minute, this is what we can do. We can take, and these people are actual people that were standing in the grocery line that the groceries are given away on every Wednesday. So this woman right here, this is a woman and her child. She's a resident of Inglewood. This person is the bartender at the restaurant. This person his name is Jeremiah. And Jeremiah is a part of the other crew which worked on the other mural that is up high. This person, that's Sade right there. This person right here with the forum in his chest, that's right there, that's my nephew. This person is the son of the property owner. So I got a nice mix of people here, and they reside in Inglewood. I have invited everybody out to come sit on the wall with me for a half an hour to 45 minutes, just to feel what is happening on that wall on Manchester Boulevard by everybody that's passing by. The fire trucks, the police officers, police officer car number 1045. I wrote it down on my pants. He got on his loudspeaker. Hey, man, that's a beautiful mural. That's beautiful. Keep up the good work. It's like that all day. It's like that all day. And I invite everyone here to come sit on the wall with me for a half an hour. Just in half an hour, and then you'll understand what this mural means to Inglewood, what it means to everybody that's passing by. Kevin White, Fire Department, Station 170. I just left there. Him and his guys pulled up fire trucks and everything, got out of the car, I got out of the trucks, asked me to come to the fire station. They want me to do a mural, something like that at their fire station. We just left there. I drove the fire truck. Yes. Everything that has happened, there's so much love and support that I've received from this mural. And everybody who comes by, the people in the grocery line, they move out of the way and they just watch the magic take place on that wall.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing.
I'm just inviting you, the body, to come see what I'm doing. I'm there tomorrow. I have maybe a day and a half left to complete this mural. It's one of the most magnificent things I've ever done. So,
Okay, sir, we got you. We understand. I can tell you're a good artist. So we have some more questions for you.
okay.
All right?
Not a
So-
question, just a comment. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. But I'm saying that, see, that makes a whole difference. So we're going to have to, some kind of way, get you some publicity that tells the story behind this mural. And that would be a good thing, whether it's in our libraries because I think once people understand the story, that gives a whole different perspective. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, Commissioner Trejo?
So you've been working on this mural before the design has been approved?
The design was approved.
Say no.
No,
Okay.
no.
So maybe that story has to be retold later on, but it was so obvious. I don't want anybody pulling anything over on us. I mean, it's, now I know that this started, I think, from the report that I read, that you wanted to have it completed before the World Cup. I think our first game is June 12th. Will it be completed by then, if the design is approved?
Yes, ma'am. It will be completed.
Now, let me ask you this. The previous design had a lot more detail, a lot more. More
Yes.
people, more clocks, color, a lot more. Was that expected to be completed before the World Cup, the first game?
Either way, it was going to be completed. I've been painting murals for over 30 years. I'm a master at my craft. I know exactly what I need to do to finish a project. So it didn't matter if it was going to be this one or the other one. It was going to be approved. I mean, it was going to be finished. However, I'll just say, the funder said to me, I'm so glad it's not what you were doing the first time because it was too kumbaya. That's what she said.
Who said that?
I don't know her name. That's all I heard. She said it was just too kumbaya for her. And she said, I love what's going on here. So I don't know what else to say to have you guys to say yes. Can you?
Let me just ask a couple more questions, because I still am a little confused, and this is away from the design. You have the property owner of this building like the original design.
No,
Oh, wait, or the business, who's the property owner?
The property owner is not here, but his name is Joseph Hanesab.
And what was his view on the design?
The property owner said he did not need to see the design. We did share the initial concept design with him, but he said he didn't want to bother with it. As long as the business owner is happy, he's happy.
Okay, so the property owner basically has no say in the design. Okay, so the business owner is a gentleman against the wall, right?
He's one of them. The other one is Beniam Walde Jorgis, who is at his son's basketball game today, so he couldn't make it.
Well, the business owner, are there two businesses?
Yeah, no, it's one business, but there are two owners.
I
And that's
see.
what I was explaining before, we weren't aware of that when we started the project. That was some information that we did not receive from the contracting partner that iOS
Two
had.
business owners, and one liked it and one didn't, is that?
Yeah, so my cousin and one of the other business owners approved it, but he's busy. As you can see, he's at his son's basketball game, and it seems like he wanted me to voice what's going on. So he did not really approve of the first mural, and the process was sped up where no one really had a chance to give much. I think they had a short deadline on this, so it was moved real quick. And as soon as I seen the mural going up, and I had no clue of a mural I knew a mural was going up, but I didn't know the design of any mural, and they didn't send nothing back for me to approve or deny or even comment. And I try to. That's more detail, but
Okay, so you didn't like it?
no,
You didn't like the original one?
it did not represent us at all.
Okay, now you say you're putting in an upscale restaurant and lounge?
Yes.
What kind of restaurant?
It's just fine dining. Right currently, we're using it as a event space, and a lot of the city officials and people are using it currently. But it's going to be like an Ethiopian infused restaurant.
Sit down?
Yes. I would love for you guys to come and check it out pretty soon.
Thank you. Well, it seems rushed. And although I'm hearing that, no, they have not started on it, it seems rushed, and I don't know if it is, if the design is rushed or what. I don't want to rush a design that, number one, I can't see from where I'm sitting right now, what is supposed to be SoFi looks like a beach ball to me from here. And what is the Forum, I guess, is a design on a T-shirt. Is that what it is? Like I said, I can't see it, so I don't.
ma'am, I think you would have to just come to the mural site and take a look at it. You would stand across the street and take a look at it and see and feel what's happening
But I have to approve the design first.
It's a beautiful design. And
Okay, I think I've taken up quite a
Yes.
bit of time.
Commissioner Shaw Williams?
Hi, good evening.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, I appreciate your story. You understand the story. But I want to understand the story as soon as I look at a mural, and I don't understand the story. I don't see the diversity that represents Inglewood like you're explaining to us. I like the first mural. I like that it represented the diversity. It represented our entertainment district. I don't get it. I just it doesn't pop. It No further comment.
Okay, let me comment on what I see here. We have the business owner here. The business owner is the one who's going to make the decision on what he wants on his wall, because that's his wall. So we as commissioners have to look at what the owner wants on his wall. We saw a mural that was flashy and colorful, but the business owner thought it was too, what did you say that word was?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. That's like a football team cheering or something to me. So the business owner decided he wanted it more softer because he wants to open up, he wants to have his restaurant. So when he has people coming by or coming in, and I'm only thinking this, sir, that you want to have something more settled, more softer. I've seen the mural because I drove by to see it. So I didn't know that was the SoFi Stadium until you mentioned it. So when I go by there, let me back that up. When I go by there after the approval, I'm going to see if it's the SoFi Stadium. But I think the commissioners, what we have to do is we have to go with what the business owner wants on his wall. If we want something different, it's not our wall. It belongs to the business owner. So we have to, my opinion, we have to approve something for the business owner. That's my question. I'm going to open up one more question. You have 30 seconds for your comments or questions.
I totally support your last comments, Mr. Chair. It has been clear that they've gone through every business in the area, the owner and the property and the business owner. It's not really, that was the process they went through. They agreed upon it. It's not necessarily everybody's personal taste, but the story, and since it is going to be in Board District 1, I think we just have to get that story out. And I think people will be very pleased understanding. And he's cited several compliments from people that are going by the wall. So with that, I am ready to make a motion.
Commissioner Trejo, you have any final comments?
I have 30 seconds to basically say that if it comes before us because we have a say in what the design is, okay, I understand that the owner likes it, but we have a say, and I think what is difficult for me is the fact that it's being rushed through, and it's like, and work has started on it even before the design. You're right, I think some of it, the business owner accepts it, but again, you have to remember that you're here because the commission has to approve it. And again, I don't like when somebody tries to pull something fast, and I don't think you did it on purpose. It's because, okay, let's rush this through, and I'm gonna rush through. I've got a couple more seconds. Can we put a plaque on it or something to explain what the mural is? Because the same thing, I don't know what the story is. What I'm looking at, honestly, is a lot of people looking at a body of water with mountains in the background. That's what I'm seeing. But let me finish, but if it's going to be approved, that it should have some kind of plaque explaining these are residents of the city of Inglewood, a bronze plaque or something saying these are residents of the city of Inglewood enjoying a sunset, which we generally don't see in Inglewood, but enjoying a sunset, something like that to explain the story. Because my story, again, is a body of water and mountains and a beach ball. That's what I see.
Commissioner Shaw Williams.
That's a major corner, and
Microphone, please.
oh, I'm sorry. That's a major corner. What is that? Manchester and Market. And it just, like I said earlier, it just doesn't represent to me what our city is all about, is the diversity. I can't tell or see any diversity in that picture, in that mural. I understand that the owner has to agree, and the business owners, but again, we're here representing the community, and we want to put our best representation on a wall and for the community. So, no further comments.
Okay, I see what we have here on the dais. My comments are, I don't know how long it takes you to put up a mural. You're a professional. You've been doing this 30-some years, you indicated, or 20-some years. So you know what it takes to put a mural together. As my colleagues have indicated, we don't want it to be a rush job. I do know what the business owner has requested. However, I think what my colleagues are saying, we want something to represent the city, something that we can see that you can say, oh yes, that's Inglewood, that's the SoFi Stadium, or some writings or something to indicate that. So if we can get together with the owner again, the business owner, and make a decision on how we want to do this, we don't want to rush it. I do know the June 12th is coming up here pretty soon, and we want to have everything ready by June 12th, which means we have, 9 days, pretty much?
But
I
there's
don't-
other games.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
May I provide some content, some context?
I'm sorry?
Am I able to provide some context?
Yes, please.
Okay. So,
Well, before you do that, Mr. Bedard, I just want to finish and say that I don't know what my colleagues are going to vote on, and I don't know what the business owner is going to agree to. I don't want to delay it, but I think it's important that we look at it from our perspective as well. So if we can delay it, we can't delay it.
Why?
Point of order. Are we following Robert's rules here? Thank you.
I didn't hear what Commissioner said.
What was your comment?
I asked for a point of order, so I have to be recognized.
Yes, you recognize.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to go back to the comment that rushed. These are the same artists that presented to us, I think it was last month, about the different projects around the city. So it's hard for me to sit here and let this be, it was rushed. This particular one appears to be changing, but it's not like this just happened overnight or within the last 30 days. At the time, we celebrated how great they were and how thoughtful they were. So it's almost sounding like unless we agree to what it is, it's not going to happen. And I think you were on target, Mr. Chair, when you said if the business owners, the owners that are going to be in the community like something, but we don't, we defer to us and push this out. I just have a problem with that, but thank you for letting me share that opinion.
Okay. Mr. Bacumbo?
Just one quick suggestion. To your point, Commissioner Trejo, there is an opportunity here to provide the chance for the artist to tell a story. One thing that I may want you to entertain as far as adding a condition that they put up a QR code that could link to a video that would then allow passerby to be able to get an opportunity to hear the story firsthand from the artist as to what his vision was for the intent. We all know that art is subjective. And so, to Commissioner Trejo, your thought is that the people are looking at the beautiful sunset, which now, if you go to Cali Hotel, once it opens, you'll have an opportunity to see that beautiful sunset.
Body of water, don't forget.
Right. But I will say this, though. I will say this, that it's also, but someone else may see a group of people that are looking at Manchester with the sunset behind them. Right. So, because it's on Manchester. Right. So that's one of the beautiful things about art is that it looks different to anybody that looks at it. Right. And so it's very hard to judge art by what we see without the understanding of what the intent was, which I think is why it would be really important, and not only for just for the Open Studios team to think about, but not just for this one, but for the one on Market Street and the one across the street, right? And as we think through these murals that are going to be coming before us, down the line, this may be this is an opportunity to further tell the story. We're working and we're going to be presenting our general plan, land use plan coming up soon. And we're looking at creating more walkable communities. And so driving down the street, yes, you may not necessarily, it's left to interpretation, but when we can encourage our community to get out and walk, right, we create opportunities to learn and to be told stories. And so I think we may have an opportunity to allow that to take place. That falls within the realm of your jurisdiction. You can condition it appropriately as you continue to deliberate. But I just wanted to provide that first. The second thing is, we had a number of conversations with the artists. This has risen, to the council level as well. And it was a misunderstanding as to what the process was, right? And I was very clear with the artists and the team that a significant change of this magnitude had to come back before the Planning Commission. Experience is a great teacher. I think I mentioned to them that we had a similar issue on Crenshaw and Imperial, but we didn't have the opportunity for that artist to come back and be able to tell the story. This is an opportunity that we have in this moment. And so, I just wanted to, make sure in my conversations with the artists and the team was to have everybody here so that there is a clear understanding of what took place, all the things that transpired to get us here, right? And so, they were told that there's no guarantee that the mural would get approved, but at least we wanted to provide them the opportunity to come to you and be heard, and so that you can deliberate and make the appropriate decisions. And so I wanted to leave you with that. There was a number of conversations that had taken place to get us to this moment right here. And some of the initial feedback that I've seen have been pretty positive. But I wanted to provide that context. There's a better understanding of what needed to take place, and I told them that, before any changes were made, they should have come to the city so that we would have been able to give them the appropriate feedback and the steps that they need to take to get the approval. So that's where we are. That's how we got here today. I think that everybody moving forward is lockstep and on the same page. And so this is the final step to make a decision.
Okay, I think Commissioner Trejo has a comment, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you have 60 seconds on your comment.
Okay, 60 seconds. Number one, although I do like the idea of the QR code for a video. But then we have to make sure we know who is doing the video and have it approved. So that'll be included. Again, I think that it is before us because the Planning Commission has the authority to approve the design. It's not what the business, of course, it's good that the business owner likes the design, but ultimately it's the Planning Commission who has been given the authority to approve a design. So I don't think we're doing anything wrong. And maybe that's just a difference in how we look at things. But I think that the approval of murals, really, maybe the process has to be made more clear. I just don't like the fact that somebody starts something when they don't have a final approval yet. And it's certainly nothing to do with your talent, Mr. Patrick, not at all. It's just there's a process and the process has to be followed. Otherwise, people will be doing things the way they want to do it. And then what are we here for? That's all I'm going to say right now.
Commissioner Shaw Williams, you have any final comments?
No, I don't.
Okay, I want to talk to the business owner as well and the artist as well. Would you be able, if we made some changes to the approval, such as a QR code, would that be permissible for you to have on the side of your building? And you, Mr. Artist, could you be able to provide some information about your work? So when they do the QR code, it can come back to you and you can explain exactly why you put this together?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you. Now, at this particular point, I'd like to get a motion.
I'd like to make a motion. Oh, no, but they don't get to comment, right?
Yes, why don't you make the motion?
No, I wanna
Oh,
make
you
the
make the motion because
She
you,
said she's going to make.
okay, I'm sorry.
I move to affirm the categorical exemption EA-CE-2026-063 and adopt the resolution approving DR 26-00024 with the condition that has been discussed of a QR code with a video that tells the story of this particular mural.
Can I expand on the condition?
She's a motion on the floor. So we need to move on the motion, and then we can ask the question, and then we do an addendum on the motion. So there's a motion on the floor. Okay, that motion dies without a second.
Can I ask a question?
No questions at this particular point. We have to consult with our attorney on this.
You know what?
If someone else has a motion, they can make one.
Is there another motion on the floor? I'd like to make a motion then. Let me pull it up. Okay, I'd like to affirm category exemption EA-CE 2026-063. Adopt the resolution approving DR 2026-00024 with an additional amendment to conditions having a QR code that takes you to the site for the artist to explain the mural or video.
Second.
Okay,
Didn't finish that.
you have an additional that you want to add on there?
The video approved by the
Planning Commission?
by the planning department.
Okay,
You can't say anything. Are you adding addition?
yes,
I accept the addition. Second.
okay. All right, it's been properly moved in second. Everybody understands the motion? Can I ask a question? No, ma'am. Let me explain something to you. Right now, we're making a decision on trying to get an approval. So we're making a decision. So once we make the decisions, then it's final. No more questions at this time. So it's been properly moved in second. Call for any questions. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Fowler,
Aye.
Commissioner Trejo,
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw Williams,
Aye.
Chairman Springs.
Aye. Mr. Hart.
According to the IMC, the applicant may appeal the decision within 10 days of the Planning Commission decision by filing a written notice of appeal with the Planning Division and an appeal fee.
Okay, thank you. You have your mural, and if you, after the meeting, we'll explain to you, or Sean will explain exactly what has to happen, okay? Thank you.
Wow. Out of here.
You too. Have a good evening.
Okay, Madam Secretary.
Item 8A, Planning Commission Report, introduced for discussion and provide comments on the proposed comprehensive general plan draft land use plan citywide.
Chairman Springs and members of the commission, on February 5th, 2025, planning staff and the consulting team Placeworks presented Phase 1 of the general plan update to this body. That phase introduced the existing conditions report, community profile and vision statement, and guiding principles. This evening, we are pleased to present an update of Phase 2 of the comprehensive general plan update. City staff and our consultant team have prepared an overview of the draft land use plan and the accompanying documents for your review and consideration. At this time, Senior Planner Renika Brooks will provide a brief presentation.
Thank you, Art, and good evening, Chair Springs and members of the Planning Commission. Let's pull this up. So tonight represents a significant milestone in Inglewood's comprehensive general plan update. The city has not completed a comprehensive general plan update since 1987, making this one of the most important planning initiatives in decades. The decisions made through the process will help shape Inglewood's future and development through the year 2050. Tonight's discussion focuses on the draft land use plan, which serves as the foundation for all the general plan elements. And this presentation will be made by members of the project team, which include myself, Jonathan Netler, who is with Placeworks and our partner in this effort, and my colleague, Sean May. So tonight, we will provide an overview of the general plan process. We'll also discuss with you the approach that has been taken in updating the land use plan. And we'll actually present the draft land use plan and discuss the key changes made to that plan. Part of tonight's presentation, we'll go over the focus areas. These are areas throughout the city that have been identified as areas for potential change. And we'll conclude with the next steps, which will include the environmental review and preparation of the additional general plan elements. So we are approaching a significant milestone in the process that began in July 2023. Phase 1 focused on the existing conditions analysis and developed the vision statement and guiding principles for this work. We are now completing Phase 2, which focuses on the land use plan. Following the council direction, city staff will prepare the remaining general plan elements and the program EIR. The goal for adoption of this plan is anticipated for spring 2027. So this item tonight is a discussion item. Staff is requesting the Planning Commission to provide comments and feedback on the draft land use plan. No formal action is being requested at this time. And the Planning Commission comments will be forwarded to the City Council for their consideration, which is anticipated for next month when the council will be asked to conceptually approve the draft land use plan. The vision statement and guiding principles reflect the community's aspirations for Inglewood's future. They have been included as attachment 1 to your staff report for tonight's item, and it was developed through public engagement during phase 1 of this project. Every recommendation on the draft land use plan has been made through the lens of the vision statement. So now we're going to play a short video that discusses that vision statement.
The city of Inglewood, with our rich history and diverse culture, owes our return to success to our residents, small businesses, and economic partners. Community pride in the city's resurgent national brand as a premier place to live, work, prosper, and play is both tangible and visible. Inglewood's vibrant residential neighborhoods and our diverse range of local services, accented by our state-of-the-art sports and entertainment venues, attract regional and international visitors throughout the year. Inglewood is an inclusive community where people walk, run, recreate, and actively participate in community events, both large and small. Inglewood is a city that cherishes the concept of being good neighbors. Inglewood's next level will be defined by our ability to provide residents and visitors with a variety of housing choices, both market rate and affordable, alongside desirable shopping and services. The Inglewood resurrection will continue to manifest itself in the abundant generation of well-paying jobs for residents and surrounding cities, along with improved access to health care. The next level of Inglewood is not just a vision. It is a continued manifestation resulting from the combination of intricate strategy, planning, and implementation processes, both broad and intricate. These have resulted in the current Inglewood reality. This reality has birthed a thriving local economy where big and small businesses, for the most part, blend seamlessly to serve both local residents and visitors from all over the world. Inglewood's next level will be defined by our commitment to develop practices grounded in environmental sustainability, small business economic incubation, and the promotion of high levels of public safety, all along with a continued recognition of the need to promote social equity. We will leave no residents behind as we embrace our self-imposed mandate of social and economic self-determination. The City of Inglewood will continue to be a municipal leader, setting the example for other cities to follow. The City of Inglewood.
So the guiding principles are what have informed the land use recommendations being presented tonight. The key themes of the guiding principles include focusing growth within the existing centers and corridors, revitalizing downtown Inglewood, supporting economic vitality, expanding housing opportunities, encouraging transit-oriented development and reinvestment in underutilized commercial properties. The proposed land use plan reflects these community aspirations. So depicted here is an overview of the general plan, which goes beyond land use. Major updates to the general plan are proposed for the land use, circulation, conservation, open space, and noise elements, with limited updates to housing, safety, and the environmental justice element. And the team is excited to present or include a new economic development element, which was something that was born out of community outreach. So one of the major goals of this general plan update includes improving the consistency between land use, zoning, and the existing uses. So it's really important to understand or to distinguish the nature or the difference of these components. The land use plan establishes the long-range vision for the city. Zoning implements that vision through tangible development standards like setback requirements, height requirements, structure size requirements. The existing land use reflects what is on the ground today. And over time, it's expected that development will, over time, align with the land use plan. The current general plan, land use map, and the zoning map are inconsistent in several areas. One of the key opportunities with this work is to align the general plan land use map with the zoning map. Approving alignment with these two maps it would increase the understanding from the public. It will reduce ambiguity from city staff. We're not struggling trying to figure out which is the right map to follow. It ideally will streamline the development process by having consistent maps. And improving consistency is actually required by law. So we'll be aligning with state law. And the next three slides provide an overview for the approach that's been taken for this land use plan update. So the update includes two major components, administrative updates and review of focus areas throughout the city. The administrative updates include resolving the inconsistencies that I just mentioned. It also includes updating the categories or definitions for the land use alternatives. And it also includes parcelizing the map, which basically means the general plan land use map, you could actually tell parcel by parcel what the actual land use is. That's extremely helpful as a staff person and the public for understanding what the land uses are. The focus areas identified, again, were locations that were identified as areas for potential change. And this process, as I mentioned, responds to state law, which requires consistency. So this slide represents the process that we've followed for this land use plan update, which involved 5 meetings with the General Plan Advisory Committee, commonly known as the GPAC. That GPAC is an ad hoc committee that was appointed by the council. They serve as ambassadors for this comprehensive general plan update. They're heavily engaged in this work. You know, they have a lot of comments and questions during our GPAC meetings, and their input has helped shape this draft land use plan. So here's just a list of the GPAC meetings that's been held to date. And in addition to these GPAC meetings, we've had 2 community-wide workshops, and we've also had an online survey, both of which have been heavily promoted in English and Spanish on the city's media outlets. So community outreach has played a significant role in this process. The outreach, again, has been through the GPAC meetings, public workshops, surveys. We've actually had the pleasure of engaging with the high school students at Inglewood High School to engage them in this work. Gave me chills. It was really exciting and fun to watch them really be knowledgeable about land use in the city. We've also attended several community pop-up events. So we've held a booth and gave out information, engaged with the public to get their feedback on this work as well. And just some statistics on, what has come out of the public outreach. We've had approximately 150 attendees at open houses, approximately 150 survey responses, approximately 1,800 preferences have been tallied through this work, and about 330 written responses. And out of the public engagement activities, there has been a strong support for mixed-use development. There is a strong desire for increased housing opportunities, increased interest in open space and parks, and the support for attracting nicer grocery stores, restaurants, and small businesses. And these recommendations, again, have shaped the draft land use plan before you. And with that, I am now going to turn this over to Jonathan, my colleague, who will continue the conversation.
Good evening. I want to thank Commissioner Springs and the commissioners. It's an honor for me to address the commission on this milestone in the general plan update process and have an opportunity to explain in some more detail the concepts behind and that are represented in the proposed land use plan. Do I control here? Arrow down. Nope, that one. Perfect, thank you. Okay. As Renika indicated, what you're looking at this evening is the result of nearly a year of intensive input and conversations with the advisory committee, with city staff, with stakeholders. Some of our advisory committee members are here this evening. If they're not too embarrassed to raise their hands, I do want to acknowledge the incredible thoughtfulness, dedication, and enthusiasm with which they have worked voluntarily with city staff and the project team to shape the plan. I'm going to spend a few minutes tonight just walking through some of the key changes and additions that are reflected in the proposed land use plan and in the table of land use designations. So as Renika mentioned, there was a profound disconnect between the land use plan and the city's zoning map, which made it quite difficult for yourselves, for city staff, and property owners to reconcile and understand both the vision for land use within the city and the desire for land use on particular properties. So by using the zoning map as the benchmark, along with community input by which the proposed land use plan was developed, what we have as a result is a plan that better correlates to the zoning map, that expresses the community's vision for the next level of Inglewood, and that is going to be a more effective tool for everybody that uses it. Now, within the land use plan and the land use table that's in your package of materials, there are several distinct categories of land use, and I want to spend a few minutes talking about each of those categories that are presented in the table and reflected in the map. And I want to start with the residential category because that's the one that is most constrained by state law. Due to the requirements of state law, and particularly SB 30, which essentially requires that cities move towards a one map system in which the zoning map and the general plan land use map are intertwined and aligned in terms of the range and types of residential uses that are approved in each. So the updated plan and land use table, as you see here, better reflects the proposed designations. There are 4 of them within the updated land use plan, better reflect the diversity of current residential zones that are reflected in the zoning code. Now, the result is to better align residential development types and density ranges with both what's on the ground today and, as I mentioned, with the zoning code itself. What you see here on the slide are the 3 current land use designations in the general plan, and then those 4 updated designations, which have more discrete differentiation between the density ranges. And on the slide here, you'll see an illustration showing some of the common types of housing that are associated with those density ranges. And the residential low designation, so looking now at the lower section of the table here where the proposed designations are shown, the residential low designation generally is going to reflect single-family detached homes. The residential low medium designation will include a variety, or could include a variety of single-family detached homes and attached residences, things like townhomes, duplexes. As you go up the scale of density, you get to residential medium next, which includes single-family attached. So again, townhomes, duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes, courtyard homes, and smaller scale multifamily types of developments. And then the highest level of residential density is reflected in the medium-high designation, which is generally going to be made up of multifamily residences. And when you look at the proposed land use plan, this is where those residential density types are reflected. The plan effectively recognizes what is there today. These are the city's established residential neighborhoods. They are not expected to change in the future. And so the designations have been crafted to recognize what is in the zoning and established today in the city, with no change expected. Repeat that. No change expected in the established residential neighborhoods of the city. The plan is intended to just reflect what is there today and what is reflected in the zoning code. Now, looking at a place where there has been some change, influenced and directed by what we heard both from the community and from our advisory committee, is reflected in the mixed-use land use designations that are, for the most part, new in the plan. And the biggest change is that this allows for new opportunities for housing development where it is restricted today. And again, this reflects the feedback that Renika discussed, outcomes of conversations with the community and our advisory committee. The mixed-use categories are place-based, meaning that they reflect different types of places and contexts within the city. So you'll see here mixed-use corridors, which generally relate to areas along the city's linear streets and boulevards. The other type of mixed-use designations are associated with districts, and those are larger parcels that have more depth. And so the categories and policies that will be established in the land use plan and in eventual updates to the zoning code will support the differentiation between those types of places and the character that exists today and that is envisioned for the future. That may include emphasizing pedestrian-oriented nature of lower-scale neighborhood serving streets, which is reflected in the mixed-use corridor low designation, or in something like the sports and entertainment district high designation, those would reflect the different characteristics of an area that may be intended to attract visitors from outside of the city and serve a completely different function in terms of land use. In the illustration here on this slide, you can see how floor area ratio, or FAR, for commercial uses can be distributed in various configurations. And again, showing on the map here where those mixed-use designations are reflected in the city. And as Renika mentioned, these are intended to achieve several of the guiding principles that were established relating to growth and development during the first phase of the update process. Some of the specific ones that I think are reflected by this designation is the idea of focusing growth and development within existing centers and as infill to help revitalize commercial corridors, promoting the reuse of economically obsolete and underutilized properties along commercial corridors, and protecting and expanding housing opportunities for all ages, household types, and income levels. I'm going to turn next to the city's special planning areas, which for the most part have been planned for and developed recently and confirmed by the community during our extensive outreach process. So those categories are unchanged. They're carried forward as is in, for the most part, in the current or the proposed plan. And as you can see on the map here, those are the special planning areas that are reflected in the city today. Turning now to the commercial land use designations reflected in the plan in the table. As with the mixed use categories, these are differentiated again between corridors and districts of different scales and characteristics so that their distinct character can be enforced both through the standards reflected in the general plan and through development standards in the zoning code. For commercial designations, I do want to point out that policies can be adopted to preference and both retaining and attracting commercial uses. However, housing cannot be outright prohibited due to recent state laws like SB 6 and AB 2011. And these are the areas in the city where public and stakeholder input determined that they should remain prioritized for commercial uses. And again, through the policies in the land use element, which will be developed during the next phase of the update process, will include language that provides incentives or encouragement for commercial uses to develop in these areas. And then the last categories that I want to discuss with you this evening cover a range of other use types, including industrial flex, which would include offices, clean industry, light manufacturing, and supporting retail uses. These types of uses are already reflected today in the TOD plan standards. And they provide suitable location for uses such as startup businesses and incubators, for maker spaces, breweries, arts and crafts, clothing, food, and similar small-scale industries. The public and quasi-public category includes things like the cemetery, government buildings and utility sites, and then open space includes parks and recreation facilities. And this is where those use types are reflected on the map. And as I mentioned, industrial flex is also contained within the TOD plan area that is on the western portion of the city, on both north and south of Manchester. I'm going to now hand it off to our colleague Sean, who's going to talk in more detail about the focus areas of potential change that were the basis for a lot of our conversations with the community, and then he'll discuss where we go from here. Thank you.
So these focus areas are places within the city that are anticipated as possible areas of change. The changes for these focus areas were decided as a result of feedback received from the public in workshops, pop-ups, and survey results in collaboration with comments from the General Plan Advisory Committee and city staff. Large areas of the cities will not be changing as a result of the feedback received during this process. As mentioned by my colleague, the TOD plans and specific plans will not change during this update. The land use updates for these TOD plans and specific plans, since they were done recently, already align with many of the goals of the next level vision. The proposed changes largely look to add housing potential to strategic areas throughout the city. These are focused around commercial corridors, as many existing commercial developments are currently vacant, and proposed changes would bring Inglewood into line with new state legislation allowing residential uses in commercial zones. Staff also work with the community and GPAC feedback to incorporate neighborhood-serving commercial zones in areas including Centinela Avenue between La Brea and La Cienega, Manchester Boulevard between Crenshaw Drive and Van Ness, and Arbor Vitae between the 405 freeway and La Brea Avenue. The proposed plan also directly takes into account community feedback received during the outreach process and has proposed commercial-only development designation along Prairie, across from the sports and entertainment venues, and a medical focus zone around the Centinela Hospital. These areas speak directly to community goals for improved medical services and a thriving commercial corridors. So the next steps are that staff will be working to provide more concrete policies and implementation actions to ensure that this plan becomes a reality. One of the next steps is a technical analysis. So the technical analysis will look at how the changes that are proposed within this land use element and the general plan as a whole, how they will affect the city. This plan will look at proposed changes and how they'll impact important factors like circulation, water systems, air quality and noise, energy consumption, and cultural resources. The analysis will also look at environmental impacts and anticipate mitigation measures for anything deemed significantly impacted. So as the city is now going to be creating policies and implementation plans to ensure that this becomes a reality, maps and graphics will be updated to reflect the data received as a result of drafting this final plan. This will create the final pathway to adoption that will bring the land use plan into compliance with newer legislation and provide the consistency between the general plan and zoning code. We also here have at our website, which is the nextlevelinglewood.com, you can join our mailing list, and anytime we have announcements, we send them out through there. So for instance, this meeting was sent out through that mailing list, and we try to keep everybody informed of when our next meetings are. This concludes our presentation, and we're available to answer any questions the commission might have.
Okay, thank you very much. That was a very extensive report. A lot of that I didn't see here. I don't think it was everything that was on the screen was not in our packet, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I kept going. Either I was going slow or you were going too fast. Which one was it?
And just a couple of quick notes, if I may, Chair.
Okay.
First of all, this is I want to thank everyone for your patience this evening. This is his. I'm really proud that we're in this moment. Everything that we had done since the onset of this general plan update has been done with the intention of making this the voice of our Inglewood residents. I know many of you have driven up and down Manchester and La Cienega and have seen the www.nextlevelinglewood.com on the WOW boards and checked out the social media posts that our social media team had put up. We really wanted to ensure that this process was transparent, and we had given our constituency the opportunity to participate and be heard as much as possible. Now, I want to say this. First, I want to say thank you to our staff. Excellent presentation. I asked them to surprise me, and they did a great job. So good job, team. But I want to say that tonight we're providing you an update as to where we are. I know it's been quite some time that we've been before you, and you'll find that as we move into the next phase of this, that we'll be coming to provide updates more frequently. But we're getting ready to move into the largest part of this thing, which is CEQA, right? And we needed to provide some feedback to allow you the opportunity to ask some questions, to provide comments to what you read. But that would then be included, as we did with the rest of our community, in our next presentation to City Council. What we're asking Council to do is not to approve the land use plan. We're asking them to give us a thumbs up so that we can move into the environmental analysis that will determine the overall build-out capacity for what we're proposing from a land use perspective. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm clear. There's going to be plenty more opportunity for the community to be involved in this process. Tonight is not the end of the road. We got a long way to go. We're about halfway there, maybe. And so, but I wanted to just make sure that I echoed the sentiments of my team in just making sure that everyone knows that, and the community knows that we want to continue to hear from you. We will be at the community events moving forward all summer. We're at the concerts. We won't be at the Wood Cup, but we will be at the Inglewood Music Festival. We'll be at Unity Day. We'll be at, you name it, we have a presence, and we want to hear from you. We want you to come and give us your feedback, because we're gonna start to think about policy. Right now, we have this beautiful plan, and these maps look amazing. But now we're going to start thinking about how we implement strategically a plan so that we can make it happen. Right. And so I wanted to share that. And then the other thing, I wanted, we've received over 2,000 comments documented. If you want to check it out, go to our website, www.nextlevelinglewood.com. We have all of the comments received documented. Go count them. I cannot think of any sort of undertaking here in the city of Inglewood that had that much public participation. And some people may say only 2,000. Yes, only 2,000. We would love for it to be 10,000. Right? And so that means that our community there's still a long way for us to go to get involved. But what this is it's a sign of the effort that was made to engage the community. We went above and beyond what the statutory requirements were. Right? We weren't just checking boxes. Okay? And so as we, for those that are watching on the internet and those who are here, please come and allow your voice to be heard, because what it does is it provides for a better product, right? The decisions that are made shouldn't be made by 50 people, right? For a document that's going to be representative of the next 25 years of this city's existence, right? The built environment, the things that we're doing, how traffic flows, what our parks look like, what our noise abatement. All these things are things that we're looking to improve through this process. And so it is a very, very important document. And we want to continue to bring as much light to it as possible. And we appreciate all of the support that we've gotten thus far from our constituency, from council, from you as a commission. And we look forward to continuing to take Inglewood to the next level.
Okay, thank you very much. I know we have some questions for you or some comments, so you can take back. I know I do. So I'm going to start off with Commissioner Fowler, and then we're going to move down and see
Thank
what
you,
they have to
Mr.
say.
Chair. I'll be brief.
You'll be brief, you say?
I will. I just want to thank the team. I remember when this first got started, I was like, how are we ever going to do all of that? When you're talking about the next 25 years. I was happy to participate in some of the sessions that we had for the public. And I have to agree, I don't think anything we've ever undertaken in this city has asked that much of the community input. And I think that's what will make things the Inglewood we want to see for the next 25 years. And I hope people will take your call and continue to participate. I know many of the council members have had town halls regarding the next Inglewood, and the staff has come out to the town halls to explain. The social media has been there, coming to all the events. It's welcoming and saying, tell us how you want to see the city you want to live in, what you want it to look like. And so with that, I just thank you immensely. I'm looking forward to continuing this journey, because it is a journey, on how we want Inglewood to be or continue to be next level. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Trejo?
I am very impressed with the report that is before us. I know it's been a very time-consuming effort with a lot of technical concepts, a large number of people, and I was pleased to read a very involved report that was logically, succinctly laid out. And I have to kudos to the staff that worked on it. Renika did I pronounce it correctly? Jonathan and Sean, to put a report like that together that flows so logically, that takes talent. And my hat's off to you. So some of it I did have to read a couple of times to remember where I was in the thought process. I do have, and I know we have, more work ahead of you. So I'm sure all of the staff will be very, very busy, particularly the other three that have worked on it now. And I'm sure others have been involved, but you're doing a great job. I had just a couple of things that I had questions on. Page 5 of 7 of the report. It reads, maximum height, oh, it's the first paragraph. First paragraph down towards where it reads, in general, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences down. In general, the maximum height, you have it? Okay, in general, the maximum height for potential development will decrease across many areas throughout the city, increasing development potential by allowing mixed use throughout corridors. I had to read that several times. Is that saying that we won't be allowing a 10-story office building, which is a single use, and will be encouraging lower building that will be mixed use? Is that what that's saying?
Yes, so typically right now in any commercial area, the maximum height is 6 stories or 75 feet. In many of the mixed use areas, the maximum height will be lower, but they will allow different types of uses that can include residential. So it's opening the types of land uses that are available and decreasing the allowed height.
Okay, then I interpreted correctly. It took me a few readings there. And then on the focus areas, same page, 5 of 7. For all of the focus areas, it mentions moderately scaled, like the central area. It says these areas include designations to low profile, moderately scaled. Does that have to have a more concise definition? What is moderately scaled? Will it cause confusion if there isn't more definition to it?
The height for moderate is 3 to 5 stories.
Okay. I was not aware of that, so.
And there should be in there, in the report, the land use plan. And if you look at MUCM, I believe, right? Or MUCL, you'll see it there. It'll tell you the height that's allowed at that.
Okay, I didn't read that part. 3 to 5, you said? 3 to 5 stories?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's all I have for now, but again, wonderful report. It just flowed so nicely. Thank you.
Commissioner Shaw Williams?
Yes, you guys did an excellent job in presenting to us tonight where we're at right now. When did we start this general plan? Has it been 2 years?
Yep.
Wow.
2 years.
Wow.
2023.
Okay. Well, one thing that stuck out to me also on 5 of 7 was 5 of 7, number 2. It addresses what's going on near the Hollywood Park Sports Entertainment District. And the updates are intended to increase the development to potential to align with the new Hollywood Park Retail Center, sports and entertainment, hospitality, and commercial recreational uses in that area. I am constantly being asked what's going on. So where are we with getting businesses into that area? Right now, the only thing that is really coming to light, and it looks like it's almost completed, is Panini Grill. Is there anything else in there that's going on that's coming into within the next few months to a year?
Yes.
Okay.
So first, that section of the report is in reference to the commercial priority, if I'm not mistaken, along Prairie. So creating alignment on the west side of Prairie, adjacent across from our entertainment area, we wanted to create alignment between the two. Okay, so that's what that was in reference to. But more specifically, Hollywood Park, there is Coco Ichibana is under construction which is a Japanese infused restaurant, is under construction and almost done.
Where is that?
That is not too far from in the same area as Panini Kebab, if I'm not mistaken. Um, they'll be before you next month, so you'll be able to ask some more
Is
questions.
that when you come out of the two-story parking lot and you're?
Yeah, I have to look on the map.
Okay,
Though.
okay, all right. I
But
think I know where
they're coming, and there are a number of other uses that are in the final stages of their lease signing leases. One pretty significant use that I'm not at liberty to speak to yet, but will completely revitalize the retail area with activity. There'll be a constant flow of traffic daily. There's also, you mentioned Panini Kebab. Raising Cane's is,
Yeah, it looks great.
they're any day now.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for a baby to be born. And we're excited about that. But there is now beginning to be an influx of uses, retail and restaurant uses that are looking to come into the Hollywood Park retail. So we're excited about that.
That's really good.
And some entertainment uses. I know the Rhythm Bar came before this body a number of months ago, which is going to become like a small bar / like mini concert venue, really intimate concert venue. And then there are some other entertainment related uses that are being considered and are in lease negotiations.
Great. And what's going on with the space across the street from the Sizzler? That corner where the medical office was on Prairie and Manchester?
Yeah,
Where
we're
Raising
raising
Cane was initially going.
the new that's going to be a metro lot, so
Oh,
it'll be
it's still
used
going
to
to be a-
shuttle
Okay.
people in and out.
Okay, so that's still, okay, in the
It's going to be a
works.
transit transit.
Okay. And may I make a recommendation? A lot of our block clubs do Zoom meetings, and I think it would be great for one of the staff members. I know Renika has done something with Century Heights, but we would love an update.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, on what's going on. You could always reach out to me, and you can get with Hervé Gordon, but we would love that.
We-
Have that update.
Hey, we'll take this show on the road. Let us know if you have the time, then we'll be ready to go. I think one of the things that was a part, and we spoke about the transparency piece, but I think even more than that is education.
Right.
Right. In order to have a constituency that is providing meaningful feedback, they have to have an understanding of what it is that they're providing feedback on. Right? Otherwise, it's just comments or opinion. And so we wanted to make sure that we were able to continue to inform our constituency of the process, how things work, of land use, right? A lot of times, we want what we want, but we don't necessarily know how it gets there. Right. And so this is an opportunity to inform as well. And so that's what the next level of Inglewood is, right? Is being able to have a city that is providing meaningful feedback with an understanding. Those who want to know, I have some people who don't really care. They just want to say what they want to say, and that's it, right? But those who really care about this place and want to see it be its best will be able to take what they're learning and be able to give us good feedback.
And then lastly, when is the grand opening for Sprouts? Do you know when that is?
So we had a meeting. I had a meeting with them yesterday. So I know that they've published a date of the 26th or the 28th. That has actually been pushed back. So they're anticipating their grand opening to be July 10th. I think that's a Friday. And for those of you who want to wake up, it'll be about 6:45 in the morning. So you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
we'll have a flyer. They'll be sending us out a flyer, and we can provide you with that information.
Perfect, thank you. Thank you, staff.
Okay, I want to close it out somewhat. I thought it was a very, very good report, to the point. You guys did an excellent job. The next, Inglewood Next Level, I know I mentioned it earlier when we first opened up our meeting in regards to being able to go online and getting the information. Next Level Inglewood it's not the old Inglewood anymore. We've passed that. The information that we need to receive will be online. We're not going to get letters. We're going to get information online. So I encourage everyone that's listening to my voice or that's online now or looking at the Planning Commission is to go on and register with nextinglewood.com. Is that what it is?
www.nextlevelinglewood.com. I sound like a radio.
And the reason
DJ.
I say that is because I'm already on there and I receive the information and I encourage my neighbors to receive the information as well. I do know we have these town hall meetings, and in our town hall meetings, we also encourage our residents to go online, register. We do have seniors in our area, so sometimes that's a little difficult, but they have grandchildren living with them as well. So I encourage everyone to go online, register with www.nextlevelinglewood.com. I believe it's a beautiful site. If you go on it, the information is there for you. I'm one of the older people on the dais. Am I? And I go online to look at it. As a matter of fact, I get the information and I pass it on to my neighbors, and they're online as well. So I encourage everyone, please go online and do this because Inglewood is not going to stop. It is not. It's going to continue. So we need to go on board. There was a musician out. His name was Curtis Mayfield, and he sung a song stating, "Get on board." So I'm saying to you, you better get on board. Okay, I think that's about it. We're not voting on this. We're just making comments. So there is nothing for the public to intertwine on this. So that's it on that. Our commissioners have made their comments. I'm sure staff have made notes. Sean, excellent. You owe us lunch on that. I know that.
And just for the sake of anyone, if there are any specific questions that you have associated with what you heard tonight, please email staff, and we'll do our best to get back. We're open to scheduling a meeting if you want to come. There have been a number of constituents that we've sat down with and just talked them through what we're doing. And so, there's nothing here that we're doing that we want to hide, right? And so I just want to encourage anyone who may have a question or a comment, please email staff, and we'll be happy to help.
So when is your next general meeting that is open to the general public? Or next?
Well, so our GPAC, just so that everyone knows, our GPAC meetings are public meetings. We notice them. There's an agenda that is posted, and anyone is able to come in and comment. There is an opportunity to comment during our GPAC meetings. The next date is in July 22nd. And then we have not established a date for our next community meeting, I don't think. So that's to be determined. www.nextlevelinglewood.com. Sign up for the mailing list, and you will receive an email notification and flyer of our next community meeting. It's the best place to stay informed.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So we're going to open it up to anyone that wants to address the Planning Commission on any items in their jurisdiction, or if you have anything that you want to address to the Planning Commission, you may do so at this time. Just go back, give us your name, and you only have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please.
Pick up the microphone.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Derek Steele, Executive Director of Social Justice Learning Institute. I briefly want to support both the Next Level Inglewood General Plan Update and the mural concept presented earlier tonight. Shout out to Mr. McCrumbie. When he was brought onto the team, one of the main things that was brought to the table when he came to come visit the Social Justice Learning Institute was about how important it was to actually get community involvement. And I think both pieces of today's presentations are about the same thing, how we imagine the future of Inglewood and who gets to see themselves in that future. The general plan update is a major opportunity. And as it was stated, we haven't done it since the 1980s, and the city has continued to grow. And we definitely need the development that expands opportunity while protecting community. At SJLI, we were proud to help engage residents, young people, the local business owners in that process. We have our project, Sankofa Place at Centinela, that's going to be coming online. We'll definitely reach out to you all about being able to invite you to our groundbreaking. But it shows what that type of work can look like: affordable housing, community serving spaces, growth that allows long-term residents to remain rooted here. And it also is why I appreciated the mural. The silhouettes of the community members looking towards beautiful horizon invites people to place themselves inside the story of Inglewood's future. Public art does not always need to be overly literal. Sometimes the strongest work creates imagination, pride, and sense of belonging. And I think that's what we saw today. That's what we saw in the general plan update today. And I'm really excited to continue to be a part of the project. We will be pushing for more and more people to actually not only participate in the GPAC, but actually come to the meetings and make sure you had the opportunity to pull up on some of the places that we're in.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ruben Jacobs. I'm a resident in District 1, and I can echo the excitement with the GPAC potential plan. And as a professional in planning and architecture, I'm really trying to stay tuned with what's happening. I did ask a couple of people on the staff about the survey that we all had the opportunity to fill out, which I did. But it seems like it's gone now and people did not know where to find it. And I would really love to have a copy of that survey, which had even more extensive detail than what was shown here in the different communities. And I'd like to get a copy of that just to have that. So if that can be provided to the people, would love to get that. My second comment and suggestion and request is when a lot of these meetings happen, unfortunately, they are brought to our attention like only a day or two in advance, and I would hope that we get these notifications just a little sooner. As I've told a lot of my neighbors, it's not a covert operation, and so I want to say it again myself, I'm not feeling it is, but at times we get it just the night before, and we're not able to. So if these things could be blasted, this meeting, for example, I didn't know where to find it online, to be able to see it online. So a lot of these things we'd like to get a little more quicker notice or earlier notice, and again, where to get the information to be able to do it, see it online and the like. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Diane Sombrano, and I definitely want to
thank our planning department for reaching out to community. I do think we do need to reach out to many more community. I will say that because I know our Inglewood High students cannot read well, their math is dismal, and we can't even discuss science. I don't know that that is the brain trust that I want to go to for determining my future. And that may sound like I'm being slamming about it, but if you go online and talk to these young people or try to get change at Target, you'll find out. I was given 3 gold coins as quarters, and it took the actual cashier, customer service gal, and the manager to not understand that even though they said $1, they were not, in fact, quarters. So, aside from that, I'm going to say, unfortunately, this meeting was kind of norm. I'm distressed that some of you didn't go to notice that the mural is already mostly done and there. And it's only a block down the road. More intensely, I'm very concerned that someone actually suggested that the person making a presentation didn't apologize and explain, but they were told to say, no, it's not. I never appreciate when someone tells people to lie to people who are making decisions. That mural isn't coming down in 20 days or 2 months or 3 years. We're going to be looking at it for many, many years to come. And I'd appreciate, like with many of the other murals, we didn't tell lies about them.
Anyone else?
Hello, my name is Valerie, and I'm a member of the GPAC Advisory Committee. I just want to say thank you to Jonathan, Renika, Mr. Crumby, Sean, for the presentation. I came to see the work that we've been doing over several months, and the land use work, some of the decisions around that that have been presented tonight were a collective effort of the representatives from each of the districts. I represent District 3 on the committee, and it has been an honor and a pleasure to serve on the committee and contribute to the vision for the future of the city in which I love and where I live, where I've worked. So I'm very appreciative to the presentation tonight. I want to encourage everyone in the city to come out to the GPAC, to go to the website as Mr. McCrombie has presented. I visit the website. There's a lot of information out there about the work that's being done for us, the residents in the city of Inglewood. And I hope that going forward with the policies and the implementation part of this process, that the city and the residents will continue to be actively involved. And I'm hoping that the advisory committee will continue to be a part of the policies and the implementations as well. So I just wanted to come up and just say thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, we're going to close that segment. We're going to open it up for commissioners' initiatives. We're going to start off with Commissioner Shaw Williams.
Oh, okay. Switched it up. I'd like to wish everyone a good rest of your week and happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I also had the pleasure of finally going to Little Belize restaurant, and it was outstanding. And they did mention Chair Springs is a frequent visitor there. Little Belize.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they
Little Belize.
they definitely mentioned you come in quite often. Yeah, it was very good. But that's it. Just have a good rest of your week and be safe.
Commissioner Trejo. I was thinking.
one location I want to mention, M&M gas station at Century and Inglewood Avenue has a garage. It's the gas station that has a garage that now is a tire repair. I don't know whether the previous tire business that was, am I interrupting something here? The garage is open for tire repair, is open 24 hours, it says. And they store, there's a lot of tires you can see inside the garage, and then there's some stored on the outside. A lot. So it's sort of, if you will recall, there was one business right around the corner from there that was a tire repair also, and they stored all of their tires outside. They left. They left, and maybe they took up the garage. I don't know if it's allowed in a gas station to be open 24 hours and to have your tires stored outside. That's kind of what I'm asking.
Well, I have some good news for you. They're coming before you next month, so you get to ask them.
Ah,
So there's a SUP request that's going to be coming before
oh,
this
so
body.
they need an SUP, and that's coming before.
Right.
Okay, that'll be very interesting then. Thank you. That's it.
Commissioner Fowler?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First, I'd like to extend congratulations to all of the seniors that are graduating. You've worked hard, you deserve it, but this is only the beginning. Continue your education in any way you can. Be alert to the fact that this state has 2 years of free junior college. Take advantage of that. I also want to extend congratulations to all the fathers and those that step in to be fathers, and have a wonderful Father's Day. I'm also looking forward to celebrating Juneteenth in our community with all of you. This is another opportunity for those of us, for African Americans, to celebrate the contributions they've made to this country, particularly since it's the 250th anniversary. And then I would also say, and particularly for BD1, you can sign up for the newsletter as well as the Inglewood Next Level, so you have multiple sources to get information from. And then finally, what was the last thing I was going to talk about besides the newsletter? Oh, I wanted to acknowledge and thank Derek Steele. He does a wonderful job with our youth at Social Justice Learning Center. I was pleased to see you, and you're definitely a great asset in our community. So thank you.
All right, thank you. I just want to make a couple comments. Number one, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are out there, or fathers to be. I want to say congratulations to my wife, if you're watching, for 53 years of love and kindness to me.
Wow.
I celebrate that on tomorrow, so I'm really happy about it. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I did it. I want to make an announcement for our local real estate board, which is the Consolidated Board of Realtors. It's doing its annual home fair, Home Ownership Made Easy, scheduled for the 20th of June from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Consolidated Board at the bottom of Don Felipe in Bowen Hills. I'm going to ask Mr. McCumbo, he indicated that he was going to help me with that, so I'm going to put him on the spot and, say you said you was going to help me, so I'm looking forward for that help that you're going to give me. And saying that, that's about it. Happy anniversary, love to my wife, Mary. And This meeting is adjourned.
Sweet, 53 years.
Thank you.